How to focus like a monk? That is a question that I got today from an attendee of the Positive Positioning Challenge, that which almost it has concluded now. It was set out to be a 3-day event, and eventually today was the 5th day, tomorrow is the 6th day. So we're not done yet, but we're almost done. So I'm doing some consultations, I'm talking to people, I'm taking their questions from the participants. And one of the questions today from one of the participants was, how do I get into monk mode? How do I create that level of focus, that level of performance? So I shared a few things with him. So I thought of, I took that as an inspiration today for this video. If you're new to this channel, this is a channel, or I show up here on this channel talking about personal development. We talk about self-improvement, psychology, entrepreneurship, and a few other related areas. I show up here literally every day, and I use this channel as a coaching channel. All of my coaching clients have to watch this channel. Majority of them are the subscribers of this channel, and almost 90% of the people who have subscribed to this channel, I know them personally. I've spoken to them. They have been to one of my events. So my goal is to give the best I can, and give it in a way that is very simple, to the point. And I sit in my car, I record the videos. I've taken all the props out, I've taken all the video production out, and to the point, to create value for you. So if you are here for the very first time, I'm hoping that by the time you're done with this video, you'll find value and you'll subscribe, and then you'll continue to come back and visit the videos. If not, it's perfectly fine too, but my goal has always been to come here and do the best. So how do you get into monk mode? That's the question of the day. That's the question that I'm answering today on the video. You see, attention is the most valuable currency in the world. I did ask this to ChatGPT. I said, what is the one thing that you want the world to know that the world doesn't know yet? And the response from ChatGPT was, I would like the world to know that attention is the most important thing ever. And because you have finite amount of time on this earth, your attention matters. So whatever you're giving your attention to, you got to be very careful, because a lot of things are coming at you and they all are trying to get your attention. So it's important that you create focus. You choose where you want to give attention, and you only give attention to that area, or that, or on that topic, or on that work, so that you benefit. So you create value, either for yourself or other people, whatever. So you got to figure that out, and that's the most valuable thing that I want you to know. That's what ChatGPT did. And I didn't, by the way, I did not get that directly from, that was not my question. I saw somebody ask that question. They posted on their LinkedIn feed, and that it showed up in my LinkedIn feed, and that's how I got the inspiration, and I did the same thing, gave the same answer, more or less. So attention is the single biggest currency. Imagine what kind of success or happiness you could command if you are calm, if you are unshakable, and you have the focus. Think about it for a second. What kind of an individual you could become? What would happen to you if you just singularly focus on doing one thing for the next 90 days? Relentless. You wake up, you do that one thing. You wake up, you do that one thing. What will happen to your life? It's so it's difficult to imagine, but it's reasonable enough to conclude that a lot could happen if we could focus. And there are so many videos I have done on this channel. I talked about the power of focus. I'm going to drop a link right here. Check that out, that video, and how that book changed my life. Recently, about maybe 7 days ago, I talked about this on this channel. So we are in a modern day focus crisis. This is the result of the world that we are in, that everything is trying to get our attention, everything is distracting us. In fact, there is a study now that says that if you're doing something and you're distracted, it will take 23 minutes for you to get back on the same track again and get back the same momentum again. 23 minutes. So it's hard to stay focused. Monks they train like athletes. They build their bodies like athletes. They build their minds like athletes. They train. So by training, what I mean is they don't suppress their thoughts. They discipline their attention. So how do you do this? There are three fundamental rules. The first and the foremost is your environment is everything. What you eat, where you sleep, where you work out, where you work, the car that you drive, the bed on which you sleep. So these are the things in which we spend the most amount of time, and we need to engineer these environments to support us in our activities, in our pursuits. I have talked about this multiple times on this channel. I'll try to find some videos. I'm going to drop one or two links here. So check this space out right here. But you got to engineer. So in other words, to simplify this, if I have to wake up, I talked about this in one of the videos. If I have to wake up tomorrow morning and I have to go work out in the gym, the chances of me going to the gym and working out are higher if I have my gym clothes already put in the gym bag, and the gym bag is next to my bed. So I wake up in the morning and I just go. As compared to I waking up in the morning and then looking for the clothes, looking for the bag, and then whatever, not able to find, or whatever the situation is, and then deciding, okay, fine, I already lost 30 minutes. Let me not deal with this today, or maybe I'll go a little bit later, something like that. And once you get into that mode of I'll do it later, there are many things trying to get your attention, and then next thing you know is this has fallen off the list, and then 24 hours go by. So engineering the environment is everything. The second part is this. You got to do a single task with sacred attention. Your attention is so sacred that you need to get it done. Otherwise, you're playing with it. Otherwise, you are tossing it around, whatever the task is, and just it kind of becomes like they say, the Rolling Stone gathers no mass, something like that. You're doing, but you're not really in it. And next thing you know, time has gone. The work has not been done to the level it should have been done, and there is nothing you derive from it, and no intrinsic value from attempting to do something. And then you don't feel it within you. And then next time around, you have now officially put yourself in a situation where you can procrastinate, and you can take whatever excuses you would like to take, and then it's just not the right thing. Monks, they give sacred attention to the tasks that they're doing. They do not multitask. They are just doing that one little small thing. They know that they cannot scale their life by multitasking, which is hard, consciously very, very hard to do. Mastery of the mind equals to mastery of the work. Monks know this. They just don't do mind mastery. They know that mind mastery is for a reason, because it also has to create the mastery over work. So you can spend time meditating, you can spend time self-hypnotizing yourself, but then you're not taking action, and then you're not producing the right value in the work that you're doing, then I think it's just a losing game that you're playing. So what do you have to do? And what do we have to do? Me included, all of us included. What do we have to do? The first and the foremost is that we need to protect our work time. For example, evening, right around this time, I record this video, one video a day. Sometimes the morning, sometimes the evening. But I protect this time. I do not allow anything to kind of make its way into this specific time. This is about 10 or 15 minutes. I put this camera, my phone, I record this, and that's it. I'm in that zone. It's so funny that right around evening, 6 o'clock, all day, I'm not really thinking about recording the video. And right around 6 p.m., magically, when I'm getting to my car and I'm going to record this, right then, I somehow dial into what I have to say. I just dial in. So I protect this. Back in the day, I used to, tell people that you need to spend time trying to figure out what is your work time. Work time is not 9 to 5. 9 to 5 is the duration. Work time could be much lesser than that. Some people, the effective time of getting things done. Of course, you will do things throughout the day, but the effective time is what you got to be careful about. And that means which time block are you you are the most effective. Okay. For example, the best time for me historically have seen is morning 4:30 to right around 6:15. That's the time when I have the most amount of focus. So I try to wake up at 4:30. Sometimes I did that for a very, very long time. I would conclude my morning routines and then get into creating, doing things, my work things. But the point is, that is the zone in which I know I'm the best. And that's the time when I'm the most suggestive. I can study some, I can see some trainings, I can teach myself faster. Whatever I learn during the time stays with me, has higher retention. And then throughout the day, it's just a floating game. Yeah, I do things, but they don't stick. They don't somehow glue. And occasionally they do glue, but that's something that is a hit and a miss. But I control this time. And obviously I control these times when I'm recording this video. So you got to protect your work time. Go figure out what times are the best in which you are highly productive and highly attentive and highly effective. Go figure that out. For some people it's afternoon, some people it's morning. Got to figure that out. And for that you got to keeping a journal and writing down, okay, I woke up at this time and I did these things, and these are the times, start time, this is the end time. You do that for 7 or 10 days, you will figure out the times in which you have produced the most amount of productivity. That's it. That's all that works. The second is, for anything that you do, you got to have a pre-work ritual. For example, if I'm going to the gym, I have to lift some weights, I have to run. I cannot do that right away. At least the weight spot, I need to warm myself up. Whether I'm running a little bit for 5 or 10 minutes, I'm doing some jumping jacks, I'm doing some, high knees, whatever it is. And then I do the real thing. If I don't warm up, then obviously, I have the potential I could injure myself, which I have in the past. So for everything, there has to be a pre-workout. And that pre-workout could be breathing, that pre-workout could be walking, that pre-workout could be visualizing, whatever, for 5 or 7 minutes. And I tell people, just self-hypnotize yourself for 5 to 7 minutes and then get into the job and get it done. And in fact, you will get it done in a much more compelling manner and with less effort. And that's one way to preserve the work time. Again, you got to be single focused. You have to be in a single focused mode. That means single task mode. So this is what I'm doing. For example, I'm doing this video. This is it. I have some distractions, people walking here and there, but I'm still focused here. I'm trying to keep my thoughts contained. I'm focused in delivering whatever I have in my mind. And this is it. I can control this environment. And this is why I do all here. That's it. And then one other way to really protect your focus and your attention is to evaluate, is to reflect. And the reason why you evaluate or you reflect is because you want to refine, right? And that goes back to the point that you got to document what you're doing for 5 to 10 days to figure out exactly, where are you effective? What are the time zones? Where are you the best with the environment? Where are you best with your ideas, with your thoughts, with your diligence and effort and energy and all? So you have to figure that out. For that, you have to tabulate, and it means you have to collect the data, and then you can reflect upon, and then you can refine. Okay, that's how you become. That's how you get into monk mode. That's how you become the best in your game, whatever game you're playing. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Hopefully this is helpful. If it is, do me a favor, just press the like button so that I can reach some people. And if you subscribe to this channel, then by as I said at the beginning of this video, I will be in front of you every day, and we take up one topic, one idea, one thought, one strategy, one technique, one insight, one segue, whatever, and then we expand on it. The whole idea is that you benefit from this. That's all. Okay. I'm going to stop here. Wherever you are, you be safe, and I'll be with you as early as tomorrow. Bye now.